hope you all are doing well today. Today is Tuesday. It's the first official day without the boys this week. My second son left to go back to his dad's yesterday afternoon after school. The oldest and the youngest son, they usually like to go up on Sunday. As the boys have gotten older, as I said before, they like to decide when they want to go back up to their dad's, and they also decide when they want to come back to my place. So usually it's sometime on Sunday for all three of them to arrive, and like I said, they have their own planned times of going back to their dad's. It works out well. We live about 10 minutes apart, which makes co-parenting very easy. As I said in my first video, at the end of the week, my ex-husband had issues with his car. He had it towed to the garage. They're not able to fit it in right away, and so they're expecting to fit it in May 11th. So since I work from home, he's asked if he can borrow my car since he works about 30 minutes away. Which was fine with me. I don't need it since I work from home. I do need it on some evenings, so we've been communicating back and forth on which evenings I need my car back. He has been putting gas in it almost every day. With the high gas prices, it seems like he's been filling it back up before he brings it back to me. So he picks the kids up usually right after school. Sometimes if he's going to be a little late, he lets me know, and then they hang out here until he's able to come back. Today I had my first ever health coach appointment. I had a phone call with a health coach through my employer. I had gotten an email about a month ago that they were offering free health coaching. And so I went ahead and made an appointment, and I had my first meeting today. What's nice is it's completely free. It's going to be covered by our health plan, and so that's going to be very helpful. I have been on another health journey. I had lost 42 pounds between 2016 and 2018. Was doing well, keeping up with exercise. Nutrition wasn't as good, but I'm getting back to there. Unfortunately, I hit the wall that most women in their late 40s and early 50s, which is called perimenopause. So that has been a struggle. I just realized I forgot to put my mic on, so hopefully everything turns out well with this video. So I had my health coaching appointment. She seems to believe that I'm doing well exercise-wise. I am still trying to figure out nutrition because what worked in the past is not working anymore. I do know that I need to get more protein. I do know that my last major lab work at one point in 2024, I did see a functional medicine doctor. She took about 30 vials of blood. I don't know if that's the exact total, but that's what it felt like. I was extremely nutrient deficient. I knew previous to that my vitamin D was low. It came out as a 5. I just had my annual visit with my doctor last week, and so she's rerunning my labs, vitamin D especially. When I saw the functional medicine doctor in 2024, I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's. My TSH and my T4 are completely fine, those are the two that your doctor typically checks. My T3 is low. Unfortunately, having labs run through a functional medicine doctor means that I pretty much have to pay for that out of pocket, and seeing the functional medicine doctor is also out of pocket. So unfortunately, with this economy, that's just not possible. So I've had to stop those appointments. I am hoping when she runs the thyroid lab, even though the T3 is not checked, that maybe I can see something. My functional medicine doctor wanted to put me on a medication, but what the medication she wanted to put me on was through a compound pharmacy, and it was going to cost me $100 a month for this medication. And as a single mom with the economy, it's been started to go downhill in 2025 because I had issues with keeping hours at second jobs because the hours would fluctuate. So I wasn't able to really pursue that. I did find some thyroid support supplements at the local vitamin shop, so I'm hoping those will help. I've also been doing better at taking my enzymes because I do not have a gallbladder. I'll discuss those health issues in a later video. So I was excited to meet with the health coach. Like I said, she thinks exercise is doing well. I just started counting calories last week. I'm using Cronometer for doing that. So she gave me some information on how to figure out my macros. Calorie-wise would be good for my height and weight. She also gave me some ideas for other apps that I can use. So I'm really hoping that helps. I'm tired of not feeling well. My lab work, when I saw the functional medicine doctor, also showed that I had pretty high inflammation markers. I also have a left knee pain. I did recently be able to start back to the chiropractor. I have a slight case of scoliosis, but with the finances and everything, I had to stop going to the chiropractor last year, and so I was able to start back to her. I'm keeping it to once a month because that's really all I can afford, but I was very, very uneven. My left side needed some work. So I started going back to the chiropractor. So hopefully between the health coach, trying to figure out nutrition, keeping up on the exercise, I'm kind of doing an experiment right now. I used to weight train at least twice a week, but I haven't seen anything for my efforts, and so I've decided to stop doing that just briefly and focus on doing like yoga and Pilates and walking and some lymphatic drainage exercises. Just give a break from the weight training and see if I can lose any weight that way. I'm hoping once I get the nutrition and everything where it needs to be that I can start losing some weight because I am only 5 foot tall, and so weight shows pretty steadily on me. So I need to. I'm just tired of not feeling well. I'm tired of being in pain. So that's where that's at. This week is kind of a slow week. Tomorrow I am meeting with my immigration accompaniment group. We are actually having a get-together with the local rapid response group and an immigration advocacy group. I will not be filming just for the fact that we are helping our neighbors. The groups are set up to help our local neighbors, and I don't want to do anything that might put anybody in danger, so I will not be filming. So I do plan on doing some filming here and there. Yesterday, I actually filmed the retake of what's a section is going to be in my first video, just for the fact because I did not like how it turned out. I have some voiceovers I want to work on, and I am doing a deep dive into editing because although I filmed my first video, I have not edited it yet. So I hope everybody had a good Tuesday, and I will check back with you later. My cat Wilma loves to lounge on the chair on the balcony. She knows I'm talking about her. Nothing yet. Hello. Today is Thursday, May 7th. Yesterday was a whirlwind. I didn't have a chance to film at all. I worked an hour of overtime because we are still on mandatory overtime. And then took a quick power nap, got a little bit to eat, and then went down to my gathering with the immigration accompaniment group that I'm part of. And we also were joined by immigration advocacy and the rapid response group. We had a good turnout. It was nice to interact with some people and not just be in the meeting style, but actually a chance to get to know people and have conversations. We took a section of time out to introduce ourselves and then what we are looking forward for the summer, and ended up finding out that there are a number of us that enjoy hiking, so there was some little bit of a chatter of possibly getting together as a hiking group this summer, which should be a lot of fun because I always love to go hiking and try out new trails. And the one lady seems to know a lot of the trails in the area, so that will be exciting. And then one local grocery store, their flyer was ending, and I wanted to make sure I got the sales that were listed in the flyer. And so I stopped at the grocery store. So by the time I got home, it was almost 10 o'clock, and then I took the car up to the boys' dad's house because he is still borrowing it, and then walked back down. So it was pretty late before I got home. I didn't even get a chance to do my kitchen cleanup. I just left everything as is. I'm going to do that tonight. So today was pretty busy. I was hoping to start editing, but I'm feeling kind of overwhelmed. I do. Everybody had a good day, and I'll check in with you tomorrow. So I hope you all had a good day. Today was very busy. I worked my half-hour mandatory overtime, so I got all 4 hours in. May hop on tomorrow just to get some extra, but I'm not sure yet. Got the laundry done at the laundromat a little later than I normally do because I didn't get my car until after I got off of work. Should have my car back next week. I think he needs it Monday. Hopefully the garage doesn't take too long trying to figure out what's wrong with his vehicle. So I have a bit of a Walmart, Dollar General, and Dollar Tree haul. So I'm going to start getting those stuff put away. The boys really like the orange sherbet tubes, and these are on sale, the Freedom Pop. And then I got some 100% beef hot dogs. I'm trying to buy the healthier hot dogs. And then another creator that I follow was talking about this shredded rotisserie chicken. So I thought I'd give that a try. I'm going to freeze the hot dogs because there's some already in the refrigerator. I recycled my bags. I forgot to take the other ones with me today, so I'll have to do that the next time. That same creator was talking about how good the Chobani yogurt is, so I thought I'd give this a try. I usually just buy the Aldi's whole milk. Mozzarella cheese for homemade pizza. And then some frozen ground turkey. Because I don't really buy beef much anymore. It's too expensive. The ground turkey is $1.48 at Walmart. I got in 4 of those. It'd be great for cheeseburgers if we want to do cheeseburgers or tacos. Sunday night when the boys come become our pizza night. We usually end up doing two nights of pizza. One frozen pizza night on Sunday nights, and then typically have a homemade pizza night. Trying to find all the frozen stuff. Some of the recipes I've been trying call for sesame oil, and I was out, so I haven't bought some of those. Lovely toilet paper. My younger boys like the monsters, so I usually try to get them something special each week. So this is usually the monsters are good choices for that. And then they had this Wendy's chili baconator. So it was on clearance. I thought I'd give it a try. I'm throwing the really wet bags. It started raining once I got home, so throwing out the really wet bags because there's no sense in keeping them. My youngest and I both like salads, so I got some salad items. And then I always like taking Jell-O cups to school. Since I'm getting a little bit of extra money with overtime, I decided to splurge and get almost some more toys. I think she has them. Hold on a second, I'm going to break this one open for you. And I like going through the clearance rack, the clearance racks, but the clearance aisle at Walmart. And so I found some Bosch I thought I'd try. It's in the Peach Crush. $3.75. I have a bird feeder, and I have a little bird bath that I put bird seed into, and so the squirrels and the birds have discovered it, so I haven't needed to buy some more bird seed. Dollar Tree. My boys like these noodles. They're great for them. Just will grab a quick snack, and so I made sure to grab 2 of those. noticed that Walmart has the new LMNT electrolytes. It's the lemonade iced tea flavor. Needed some more parchment paper. I only have one cookie sheet type of pan, so I usually line it, and then most of the times I still need to wash it afterwards, but sometimes I can get by without, depending on what I'm cooking. And then I've been enjoying having some bone broth. I'm really trying to eat a little healthier and eat cleaner. And so trying to purchase items that aren't horribly expensive, but would also help eating healthier. Wilma really wants to go out on the balcony, but I'm not going to let her out. It's getting too late. Got some toiletry items, some lotion. My son has stomach issues, so he usually has his Miralax. Another clearance item. I'll use that for my foundation. And my wash and some mints. Hamburger buns. Cinnamon items. And then they had some. Just gonna put it back. I'm trying to build a little bit more of a classic wardrobe. And they have these shirts for $10. So I thought I'd try that. I'm going to go to the thrift store and find like a blazer or something to wear with it. And then they had these on clearance. And I just love this color. Okay, I think that's all of Walmart. So Dollar Tree, I always get some things. I'll put this stuff away after I'm done filming. And I got some more kitchen shears because ours always seem to turn up missing. I participate in Fetch Rewards. It's a program where you scan in your receipts and then you can get points, and the points add up to you can purchase different gift cards. I've never actually gotten any gift cards yet. I follow a couple of people who've been doing it, and the one family said they actually hold on to their points till Christmas, and I thought, well, that would be a good idea. So that's what I'm trying to do. I can link my referral code underneath this video in the description. She's found her other choice. Another Walmart. Oh. I just get the single cans of cat food. I found the price is less expensive than getting a larger. Okay, then the larger can box. always really like this Arm & Hammer body wash. Here we can only find it at the Dollar Tree. Body wash. This one smells really good. It's the sugar key lime. Got the boys some more shaving gel. And then this is the witch hazel solution. This is probably my favorite toner. And they don't always carry it, so when I saw they had it, I grabbed two. Paper towel. These are the $1 ones at Dollar General, but I think they're my favorite. I like how they work. The Mandy ointment. Since I got the younger boys' monsters, I got my oldest sweet tea. He's not a fan of monsters. They have this new Crimson Sour Cherry Fanta flavor. I thought I'd try that out. I'm going to try it tomorrow though, because as I get older, I found I don't do okay caffeine too late. Gain dish detergent. I do have a dishwasher, but it hasn't been turning on. I alerted my landlord about 3 months ago, and no one has come to look at it. So I've just been hand washing my dishes, which is fine with me. And then I got some chapstick. So that's the Walmart, Dollar Tree, and Dollar General. All together, I think I spent roughly $150. Okay, I hope you all have a good night, and I will check. Another grocery haul. This is usually what happens on my weekends right before the boys come, is I do Walmart on Friday nights, which I showed yesterday, and then today I did Aldi's, a local farmer's market, which I found a couple of weeks ago, but this is the first time I stopped, and Save a Lot. Which is not a store I shop at often. I think the last time I've been there was Christmas, just because it's a bit out of the way for me. But where I got my car inspected is right near the Sam's Club. So I was able to go to Sam's Club before my car inspection. I usually take my car down to the dealership because they do free inspections, which I ever so briefly forgot about, and I asked if I needed to pay when the car was finished, and he reminded me that inspections were free. So that was, I was like, oh, that's right, I forgot. So I'm going to shut this door. So, let's see. Lola is checking out this bag. I guess we'll go with this one first. This is from the farmer's market. I threw in some other stuff in here. Just receipts so I can do the fetch rewards. So they had a booth, well, actually a couple booths with local honey, And this is the one I purchased. This was one of the first ones I saw, and then after I was walking around, I saw there's a couple other ones. So this is from a local farm. And I'm gonna try this, and if I like it, go back. I think I'll try and get there every 2 weeks and see what they had. They had a lot of produce, but I didn't have a lot of cash on me, so I'll have to remember to get cash out the next time. And then another booth. This is an Amish family. They had pure maple syrup, so I got that. I live in an area that there's Amish all over the place. There's Amish in the town I grew up in, which is about 30 minutes away. This is North Central PA has a lot of Amish, so it's great. They have some of the best stores in the area. So at one point in one of the videos, I do plan to go over to the town I grew up in and take you through the Amish store. Well, I won't be able to take you. I won't be able to film in the Amish store, but I will be able to take you over that area. The Amish store is actually set up in the school that I went to for elementary and junior high. The school is closed, but they have divided it up into other areas. Bought myself some tulips. We didn't do the ride home very well, so I'll have to fix that up. I got some eggs. The farmer's market had eggs too, but like I said, I didn't bring enough cash with me, so the next time I'll have to make sure I have extra cash. Our local Save A Lot store had some meat on quick sale, so this is a London broil. So I'll have to look up some recipes to see what would be best to use this for. Trying to get the frozen stuff first. Always have these protein waffles, buttermilk and vanilla, so I'll give them a try. The main vegetable I always eat is broccoli, so I usually get some cannoli. Got some mixed greens. These are highly recommended if you're perimenopausal and menopausal. I follow Dr. Mindy Pelz. She talks a lot about eating, making sure you have your greens. And we got some coleslaw mix. We sometimes like using this over salad mixes. My son especially prefers the coleslaw. Another creator's video had commented that the Renew organic reduced fat milk is very good, so I thought I'd try this. Half and half for coffee and some butter. Yeah, that's right. Mhm. I've been gone all morning, so I think she's craving attention. Move the glass item out of the way. We're gonna have sausage sandwiches this week, so I got some rolls. Having a hard time finding places to think. And then one of the other stores had chicken on sale. I have to get that out of that bag. So I thought a chicken stir fry would be nice for this week when I have the boys. So I got some zucchini and peppers. And then I started watching a new creator, or new to me creator the other day, and she did a marinade using lemon. So I bought some lemon. And then they had some already cut up broccoli. And it was only $1.56, so it'd be good for stir fry also. Usually about once on the weekends I try to make breakfast for the boys, so I got some bacon. That's from Aldi's. And then they had their chicken breasts on sale for $2.19 a pound. So I bought some. And I'm gonna divide this up into storage bags. Got 2 bags of these mandarins. My second son really likes these. Some potatoes, onions, some sweet potatoes. There's a recipe you want to try out with the sweet potatoes. Got some snack items for the boys' lunches and just to have around. These I'm going to put up in my other cabinet, so when we run out of some of the other snacks, I can just move these to the main pantry area. Ketchup, I always like to have an extra bottle around. And then I'm going to do some sort of pasta dish this week, so I got some sauce. Looks like I should have bought some flour. Okay, didn't put that on my list. some apples. They had cantaloupe on sale, so I'll cut this up into little squares. Pepperoni for homemade pizza. I like to keep some diced tomatoes around just in case there's a recipe you want to try. And then that recipe I got the sweet potatoes for, also cultured black beans. Pasta penne for pasta dish. Fuse for taco night. Aldi's beef jerky. My youngest uses this for his lunch. And then we have bags that I keep here for snacks. So I'm going to put one out for where I leave it for his lunches, and then I'll put the other two up in the upper cabinet. Excuse me. Excuse me. The next door neighbors are working on their garage, so hearing strange noises, but I think they're using a drill. So for Sam's, I got this flavor mix of potato chips. The boys will use those for lunches and for snacks. I haven't been there in a while, so they'll enjoy having these snack bags. I got some Crunch Master crackers. I haven't tried these yet, but again, another creator on YouTube was talking about these, so I thought I'd give them a try. And I thought they'd go really good with the hummus I got the other day. Oops. They had Olipop for $14.98. I've only had the crisp apple flavor. It was really good. And so there's lemon, lime, and raspberry sherbet. And I consider this my Mother's Day gift to myself. Not something I would normally buy. And then they have the best price when it comes to the family chips. Size, the only type of chips. So these are the Doritos and Florence. These are $3.98. Other stores I've seen them for up to $5, $6. So I really try to save as much money as possible. I don't buy a lot at Sam's, so it's not always worth driving down there to using the extra gas when I only buy a few things. This was on another creator's video. I think it's okay. I'll just say her name, the Grocery Lady. She does Sam's Club, Costco, and Aldi videos. There's no Costco around here, so I Don't watch her Costco ones, but she had taste tested these. She said they were pretty good, so I thought I'd give them a try. It's just nice to have something different every now and then. And if it's something you'll like, I'll probably repurchase. Okay, that's the end of this shopping haul. So for Sam's, Aldi's, and Save a Lot. And I'm gonna get the flowers and water. Probably take a nap, and then hoping it started on editing of the first video I filmed. This is going to be part of the second video, and we'll go from there. Thank you. I hope you all are having a good afternoon so far.